What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Philomena, and I am here with a very, very special guest. So you all follow me on this Real Talk thing, and we try to interview people, try to bring people in to get the conversation spicy. But today I decided we're going to have a conversation, and you're also going to show us some good stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So we're in my hometown of Carisburg, and Gabie's going to we're going to have a conversation, because what we do on this channel, and what I do on this channel, is try to encourage young Liberians to come back to the country, because without us coming back, this country is never going to get where it needs to be. So you are actually living and breathing it. You are living in America and thinking, or you're on your way to moving back here.
Yeah, I'm definitely moving back.
Okay. What has prompted you to make the move back? Like, what are the factors? See you laughing, because when people ask me too, I'm like, where do you want to start? It's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot.
So tell us what it is. Tell us more about you.
Like I said, I wasn't born here. Last year was my first time actually coming to Liberia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
you caught the bug quick.
Yeah, so
See, I've never heard this, y'all. This is crazy, because I've been visiting since 2001. I think I was like 15 or something. I don't know. I don't want to tell my age or lie, but anyway, I was very young. I was in high school. I didn't even start thinking about moving back until 2013, and then it still took me 4 years. So you're like fast track. You visited for the first time last year, and
I'm spontaneous though. So
yeah.
So when I visited, I booked my flight for a month, right off rip, and I came, and I just like fell in love with it instantly.
You're gonna show us your business, your brand that you're starting.
Yeah.
I got a chance to try it out, guys. It's great, okay? But let's talk about the product, and let's talk about how you even started there, or how what brought you to that area.
Okay, I was buying soap from this lady a few years ago, and she lived like 30 minutes outside of the city, so every time I wanted to buy soap, I had to travel to go see her.
And was it like the black soap, or like the African soap, shea butter?
Yeah, different joints or whatever, like sage and all that. So I got tired of driving out into the county to go get the soap, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna just teach myself how to make soap.
Wow.
At the time. At the time, I had went to my mom's crib to talk to her about it, because they grew up in Sanicola.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's, for those of you who don't know, that's Nimba.
Yeah.
Way northeast.
They from Grand Bassa, but they grew up in Sanicola.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
so
two different people.
Yeah. They're from Fort. That's a long story within itself. You feel me? So, I just wanted to talk to my mom about it, because I was like, yo, she gotta know how to make soap. So when I went there, my grandmother, who passed away, God bless her soul, one of her friends is there, and this lady is like 97 at the time. So this is a few years ago. She's over 100 now. And she was like, oh yeah, when your grandmother was on the farm, they used to make soap. And my mom was like, yeah, we used to make the soap, and we used to put the blue dye in it and use it for everything.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, cool. So I was like, all right, let me give it a shot. Let me see if I can learn how to make the soap. So I made my first batch, and the old mom who was in the house, she was like, oh, this soap will make you money. Or so when she said it, I was like, man, the way I think, I was like, well, who am I to question her?
Right.
She's been for 97 years, so you feel me? I prioritize getting high quality raw materials
From here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're here. We're here with the owner, and then this is Opa. He's the secret ingredient, right?
Yeah, so Opa is my right hand in Carisburg.
And Opa, where are you from? You from Carisburg?
Yeah, I'm from Carisburg.
All right, Carisburg represent.
So this is my secret ingredient.
The secret ingredient that you guys can't know what it is.
Even though I got some ingredients listed on the packaging, but
yeah, but those are those are basics, right?
Yeah.
So this is how you start the process. This is the first step.
Yeah, so the first step is you melt the oils down.
Okay.
It's a long process, so we did most of it this morning. Me and Opa woke up, we got the oils together, we melted it down, and the most important part is you want these two buckets to be at least within 10 degrees of each other before you start mixing them, and you don't want it to be too hot. So
okay, so this is the oils melted down, and what's in this bucket?
That's caustic water.
Caustic water. Yeah. That sounds like it's dangerous, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Dangerous.
So that's what Opa here for.
Yeah.
So how long does it take to melt the oils? You said it's a long process.
So it's long mostly because it has to cool down. So you don't want to mix it when it's too hot. Right now it's about 120 something degrees.
Okay.
Yeah, so depending on how long you keep the oil on the fire, you're looking at maybe about 2 hours to 3 hours of cool down process.
Wow.
And you got to make sure you do both on a timely basis, basically, because when I mix this caustic with the water, this heats up as well. It can go well over 200 degrees.
Ooh, this is like a science experiment.
Yeah.
I do too well.
Yeah, I'm like a backyard chemist out
here. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to measure in my head. Okay, so now that we have the two, what's the next step? We pour one into the other?
Yeah, so
it's just soap.
So SOPE, not SOAP, right? So
don't get it twisted, guys.
When I started off, I had another name in mind, but I was like, yeah, that's not really too marketable, and it might put me in a bad spot. So I was asking, I was like, Dad, well, how do people say soap in Liberia? Not how do people, but how do different tribes say soap? So most of my family is from Grand Bassa, like I said. So I was like, how do they say it? So I was like, oh, it's just soap. I'm like, Dad, well, how you spell it? So it was like SOPE. So I was like, oh, all right. I was like, man, well, and then my uncle was like, it's SOPE. Everybody was saying it a different way, but the way how they spelled it, it was SOPE. So I was like, dang. I was like, all right, like, I can roll with that.
I'm gonna ask my mom because she's from Grand Bassa. She's from Buchanan. Okay. Oil is reacting to the caustic soda, and it comes out like a bubbly mix.
Yeah, so this is called the saponification process.
The what?
Saponification process.
Jesus Christ. I have to get some definitions on this video. So there's a method to it.
Yeah. Even this is long. This takes about an hour because you want to stir it until it starts locking up.
So Opa, you got muscles, eh?
Oh yeah, it's trying.
And I'll say this, it smells really good over here. Like this whole part of where we are.
We're gonna add the fragrance. We ain't
we've
added
yet. So this is the oils.
Yeah, doing what it's supposed to do by itself. So
okay, so now y'all gonna let me get in the stirring?
Yeah, go ahead.
Gonna hand over the reins to me, right? Okay. So
Keep on stirring.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is harder than it looks, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm making soap, y'all.
I'm making soap, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not good for manual labor. My wrist sore. I'll give it back to you.
Thank you.
Got arthritis, you know. Okay, so now we've stirred it. It's stirred for an hour to get it to the consistency, and then this is the mold.
This is the mold. So we made our own molds.
Oh wow. Here in Liberia.
Here in Liberia, we made our own cutting table. So I'll show you the cutting table next.
Nice.
But basically, what we do is we pour it in here. As you can see, it's nice and firm. Not too firm, so I mean this one might be a bit difficult cutting, but we send it through the cutter. Right now we're taking the soap out of the mold. Nice story about this building that we in. It's an old chicken coop that we converted, so we're not done yet. And we plan on making that area look like a greenhouse. So Eric right here is gonna help me cut. Eric, we're just gonna push it through. Depending on the consistency of the soap, sometimes it's difficult. So we try to cut in a timely manner so it can slide through easily. If we let it stay too long, we're gonna have difficulty. So once we cut this, then so we got the slab right here. Take the slab over to this side. And this is where the magic happens. Alright, so I want to point something out. None of our soaps are perfect, so we're getting a good enough weight, but everything's different. And as you can see, we didn't use any electricity for anything that we did today. So literally everything's handcrafted. As you can see, somebody handcrafted the cutting table that we're using. They did their own measurements with the wiring or whatever, but so this is the end product that you get. Once we get this, we let it dry out for about 4 to 6 weeks, and then you can use it.
You guys hear that? 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, so it takes time.
Yeah, I mean, we in Liberia, so you gotta have nothing but patience anyway, so we're not rushing, you know what I mean?
And to your point of it, not any bar being the same, it gives it character.
Yeah.
Each one is very unique in its own way.
Yeah.
But I actually love these type of things. I mean, I know industrialization is probably much better, but I love to see, you know what I always think about? The end of the world, zombie apocalypse. I love Walking Dead. I always think, like, what are we gonna do? Like, if electricity isn't there. And, you know.
Well, I don't know how to hunt, but I can make soap.
We can make soap. I got you on my end of the world team.
We can trade the soap so we can get food. So if anybody making a team, definitely add me on there. of the value that I can bring to your team if the world's about
And
to
I can
end.
just, like, I wish you all could smell this. Honestly, it just smells so good.
Yeah.
So good. And it's great because it's natural products. Now, with your soap, you know, a lot of people who are into the African, the black soap, those things, what are the benefits from some of the ingredients that you use in your bars?
What I've noticed is just because everything is 100% organic. Oh, I didn't even listen. It's so organic that we only do production during rainy season. So right now we're working off of rain that we caught during rainy season to produce the soap.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I sold thousands of bars of soap. I haven't received one complaint. Nobody had it didn't have a negative reaction with anyone's skin. So, I mean, like you said, a lot of people like the black soap. I found the black soap to be a bit too caustic. Sometimes it's too drying.
Okay.
Not to down anyone who uses black soap.
And everybody
makes
has
black
different
soap.
skin. Yeah.
But this, listen, I don't care if you got eczema, psoriasis, whatever, like, I know a whole bunch of people and I can literally say, okay, you can use this bar. I don't have to say, okay,
It's
this bar
especially
works
for you,
this type
right?
of way
It's
and this
just
bar works this type of
all
I think
over.
it's just because it's so organic that it works. It works. Like,
It's a one size fits all.
yeah.
So
I'm all about socio-economic development, and I'm pretty sure we're going to end up doing a part 2 to this video because what I'm working on now is actually getting a little area where I can grow all my materials that I need and then employ people to help me like that.
See that? See that how they connect?
Yeah, so our hashtag that we rolling out next month, just giving y'all a preview, is from soil to skin.
Ah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so
I'm in marketing and like branding, so I like that. I like that a lot.
everyone makes soap out here. Not everyone, but that's not something that we in shortage of or whatever. And I think the main difference is value differentiation, like the story behind the soap. So like the story that I got, because I really didn't say what's the difference or whatever. Like I said, we real big on social economic development, and that's the story behind it. Like, we taking the profit from the soap and putting it right back into our same workers, into the same community.
Okay, great.
And we want to instill entrepreneurship skills in them as well. So like I said, when we do that part 2 and I take you out to the location, you'll see the changes that we make, and hopefully I can take you out there before we actually start making changes in that area.
Awesome. So you're not only creating a product, bringing a light to Liberia, you're also investing in your workers, your staff, your business.
I want my own town.
You want your own town?
Yes.
And it can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen.
Yeah.
Before we know, we're gonna see a little sign like "Welcome to
the Soap Town, Soap Village, or Gabie Village, whatever we want.
Appreciate you. You guys make sure you check out their Instagram page, their website. Make sure you order. Support young black man before everything. Then a young black African man. Then a young black African Liberian man. And support the community. You know, support. What's your name again?
Eric.
Eric's the cutter up here. We were supporting Eric. It's a very holistic company. Eric is gonna get his skills. He's gonna get his cut. So make sure you are supporting this. Thank you again. Thanks for having me out.
Thank you.
He pulled me out to my hometown today. It takes a lot for me to get out here, but
All that
thanks
traffic.
again. Yeah.